billion hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Okay guys, how's it going? I'm here on the green screen. We are live because it looks like we have storms heading into the western suburbs of Houston. Looks like we already have some hail ongoing right now. We're just going to kind of see how this all plays out. We have a boundary layer that is pushing out, and we're going to see if these storms can either strengthen and latch on that boundary or if it's going to be kind of short-lived. Either way, we're here, we're live, we got storms going on right now. I'm going to roll the radar back just a minute here, and we can see the storm very quickly got going over by Rosenberg here. You can see the big hail signature on that went going. Probably we had a quarter to maybe up to some golf ball size hail. We already have a $50 report coming in Mission Bend, Texas, which is a suburb just to the west of Houston here. And it looks like right now this storm, at least the hail core here, is not looking as good as it was, of course, before I got live. So hopefully I don't kill this thing. But we have another storm off to the south, and this one is to the south of, or to the east of Needville, and that's also heading in the general direction of Houston. So big thing to notice here, we have this large, you see this large line that has an outflow boundary from all of the activity that was off to the north. And that the biggest question with this is this going to shoot out ahead of the activity and kill any hail, or is one of these going to latch on to that? If something latches on to this boundary here, we could be into some big time hail. And of course, Houston's a very large metro area, which is why we are live with this. And for some reason, where's my chat? Hang on, guys. If I get rid of screen display, does my chat show up? Nope. Oh, dang. Well, the chat's not showing up on the screen here for some reason, but I do have the chat on my phone, so we'll be able to see how things are going. So basically, again, if you're just joining us here, we've had a couple of storms that have formed. Again, this is Mission Bend. This is a suburb off to the west of Houston. Again, this is a very large metro area, about the size of the state of Connecticut. So we have a lot of real estate to work with. Storm is not looking super organized at this exact moment, but we will see if, again, if something can get going here. I know a lot of folks, they really want to have big time hail in the Houston area. So this is your first real chance. And right now, it's looking like these storms might be just behind this outflow boundary. But again, we'll see how these things play out. Elsewhere across the country here, we are checking in a couple other things. In terms of hail, things are a little messy right now. I think a couple supercells are trying to form. There actually are no tornado warnings in effect at this exact moment, which is a little surprising. A lot of messiness going on here in central sections of Louisiana. A lot of storms competing with each other. So as of this moment, again, thankfully no tornado warnings. We've had some pretty intense tornadoes earlier today in eastern sections of Texas. Saw reports of some injuries. Hopefully no one has died in the storms. But, okay, no, we have one tornado. One lone tornado warning here in far eastern sections of Texas. We'll see how things continue to pan out. A big factor and a thing that has ended severe weather everywhere in most of Texas is this squall line pushing through. You have cooler temperatures behind it, stabilizing the atmosphere. So again, no more storms are going to be happening back here. It's everything else out ahead of this here in Louisiana, and then eventually into Mississippi as well. We have a tornado watch in effect, and we're going to see Texas. Basically, the only shot you have is Houston, Beaumont, and then after that, it's all said and done. So, see 3-inch hail in Houston. Hopefully, that'd be pretty cool. We get some really big time hail in Houston. But right now, the warning is for $50 size hail, or it's for ping pong ball size hail. We've had a confirmed report of $50 size hail from the storm as it moved through Mission Bend. Right now, it is not looking super healthy. Let's bring up some other factors here. The echo tops. I'm just kind of looking at this stuff, guys, trying to see. Got to be kind of careful, see if there's other activity that is going to try to form along with this. But right now, again, my going live may have killed these storms. So we'll see how this all plays out. Again, we have, you see the storm, you see this outflow boundary. This is, again, this is an outflow boundary. This is what kicked off these storms that were to the west of Houston here. And the biggest question, of course, is if the storms can get either attach itself to this boundary or stay just ahead of it, you have a much better chance of seeing really big hail. The storm here you saw, this is what we went live for. We had right by Mission Bend, storm went up, it attached itself to the boundary for just a moment, and then gave a period of some hail. This will probably be added on to the San Antonio map. I know today we've had a little bit of confusion with all of that since we did have a couple different storms happen all over the course of one morning in Texas. I know it's a little confusing. We promise in the future we won't be having issues so much like that. Okay. They tend to blow up when you go live, I have faith. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, hopefully we can get some of these storms to get going right now. They are not looking super hot. And again, hopefully this isn't the continued Houston curse. So I think this storm's not going to do too much. You see the boundary layers already out in front of it. And then this storm over here might be the same case. This may be a very short live coverage because there isn't too much going on at the moment in terms of big time hail. Otherwise, again, we're watching all this activity here further to the east in Louisiana. We also have a little bit of activity. We did make a map back in North Carolina as well a little bit earlier. Right now, things are pretty quiet in North Carolina. You might have a risk again tomorrow as we continue to see more storms as they move across the country. Okay, Houston. Hopefully Houston. Yeah, I know. We may have gotten a little too excited too early on this one, but we obviously want to go live for anything of importance that's happening. These storms, again, they're trying to go up, but you can see what on the CCs here, there isn't a whole lot to really talk about. Again, you have here with the storm over by Fort Bend, it is the CCs aren't really there for it. It's not like what we were seeing in Dallas earlier today, or especially in the San Antonio area, which, by the way, was a 5-star map. I finished going over it. That's what I was honestly doing after I got to the office and Derek did the forecast and everything. I went over the storm, and we did determine that is indeed a 5-star map. Looks like it's a pretty intense storm for the areas that were impacted. So tomorrow, Derek will indeed have those green pants ready for you, or on Monday, or whenever he decides to do the video, as always. So no sleep for the Hail Trace peeps. Yeah, it's very possible. I can take the time now to actually show you guys the computer models real quick, since there isn't too much craziness going on at this exact second. I figure might as well show you guys some stuff here. There we go. Let's nice bar. Get to the most recent long form. Okay, so this is the most recent model run. Let me step just out of the way here. You can see all these storms that move through. And then again, we'll be watching this evening. Let me shift away from the south central U.S. because for this evening, looks like we could see quite a bit of activity. If this verifies with the supercell look versus a line of storms, there will be hail going well into the evening hours, into the overnight hours across Alabama. And then tomorrow, this is a look at tomorrow, we could see quite a bit of activity as well with anything that stays isolated. Of course, anything within the line like we're seeing right now, not too much in the way of big time hail. For example, we're not really mapping too much hail at this moment. There's all this garbage is not going to be making any hail in Louisiana. And then hell, we even have a little bit of hail for the Houston area, and even this isn't too crazy. So we may have had our craziest weather so far today, this morning, across Texas, and we're going to just kind of have to wait and see how things play out. But it looks like this stuff in Houston is not looking super promising. I'm sorry to get you guys' hopes up. I might have killed this one going live, because there's definitely no severe hail happening in the Houston area at this moment. So something could pop up and keep going here a little bit later, but this outflow boundary seems to be outrunning these storms, and that may be quickly diminishing Houston's chances for a big hail. But we'll of course be here, and we'll come live if anything else intense happens. In the meantime, stay tuned to us, follow us on Facebook, hit see first, so that way if we do go live again and something else is going on in a different city, you won't miss us. And of course, sign up those notifications as well, and we will send out any notifications when we are live, or big storms happening, big hail happening, etc., etc. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Sorry for the short video. Hopefully I won't kill the next storm. Have a good one.